Welcome to the Insurance Brokers Podcast, Helpful Hints. Here we break down the best, most informative bits of our full-length interviews.
It's a very difficult time for all businesses and small businesses in particular, which quite often are self-funding, and they actually live off their own reserves. You can't, if you're a small firm, you can't go out and refinance with a private equity company. You've got to go and borrow from a relative or something. You're self-financing the very small firms, and it can be a real issue. Not just that the prices are going up, but it's things like sums insured being right. So we all know at the moment that there's hyperinflation in the construction industry. But if you're talking to an SME who's already seeing a 20% premium increase, and you're saying, oh, by the way, you really should have a look at your building sum insured because of hyperinflation in the construction industry. It doesn't bode well. It doesn't sit well because that's going to cost even more. So, people are taking tough decisions based on the fact that there's only so much money in the pot that they can distribute across all of the costs. And the energy crisis coming up, I know the government are taking steps to support firms and small businesses in particular, but we're all sort of sitting here with fingers crossed and everything else crossed, hoping that doesn't really cause a massive issue in the next few months. Small businesses in particular are very pragmatic about the way they deal with things because they have to be. The cause and effect of what you do in a small firm, as you know yourself, Sarah, is very, very quick, and you're very, very aware of the impact that everything that you do. And obviously the big step that people decide to take is to pass the cost on to their customers, particularly in leisure, hospitality, restaurants, pubs. Their margins are so small, there isn't a huge amount to play with. Opting for less cover, with advice, are there ways that perhaps you might be able to take a higher excess to reduce the costs and so on, but also cutting other costs. In our survey, 24% of SMEs were cutting other costs in order to pay for insurance because they recognise the value of it and how important it is.
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed what you have heard, have any questions or feedback, please leave us a review and we will be sure to get back to you. If you would like further information on how Boston Tullis Group can support your business, or if you would like to join us on an episode, please do not hesitate to contact us.